皆さんこんにちは and welcome to Shogo's podcast. So guys, this is day 2 after recovering from the 1 week in bed due to the influenza. I'm still trying to get back onto my regular schedule and try to regain my stamina and everything. So yesterday I worked all day long like I used to, and technically I couldn't work during nighttime because I just ran out of energy. But I did wake up this morning almost at the same timing as usual and trying to do everything like I used to. But I am really surprised how big an impact of a week in bed can be, especially in my late 20s. Like I remember when I was like, a student or something, like in high school or being a teenager, a week in bed wouldn't, hurt at all. I mean, you could just wake up and get back onto a regular schedule, go to school, laugh with your friends or play with them and stuff, and it didn't hurt you at all. But in your 20s, in your late 20s, it does damage you a lot already. So yeah, I need to gradually and slowly, I guess, get back on track. But that's just how life is. Once you get older, it takes more time and everything. So I'm just gonna have to live with it. But anyways, today I thought I could share with you a very short episode of something really important and for me at least, yeah. And it's something, though it might not have such like a very big meaning or a big lesson behind it or anything, but I thought I still wanted to share with you because I do talk about her a lot, and it's actually about my tea ceremony sensei, my Sado sensei. Yeah. So it's a very short episode though. It did touch me a lot though. It did move me a lot. So the other day we were doing our training. Well, I guess I was doing my training. My sensei was teaching me, and at the very end of our whole training, it was like 2 hours and stuff like that. It was about time for me to clean everything up and leave. So at the very beginning and at the very end of the tea ceremony lessons, we do a very deep bow to our senseis, the students, does a very deep bow to the sensei, saying that yoroshiku onegaishimasu, which means thank you very much for taking care of me, and at the very end, arigatou gozaimashita, thank you very much for your lesson, and that's the end. But the last lesson that I went to, at the very end, last very deep bow, where I said arigatou gozaimashita, right afterwards, unconsciously, as I was trying to put away the things away, I said, Tanoshi in Japanese. In a really small voice though, in a very gently, in a very small voice. It just kind of leaked out, and that means, oh my gosh, today's lesson was just so much fun. I wasn't intending on saying it to anyone. It just came out of my mouth, and my sensei was like, Shogo-san, what did you just say? And I was very, very scared because, saying unneeded things in a tea ceremony or tea room, my sensei is very, very strict towards these things, As explained in my previous podcasts and videos and such, she is a very strict person. Yeah, I respect her very much, and I will forever be her student till the very last day, until she quits teaching. But she is very strict, and I was like, oh my gosh, I did it again. I said something I shouldn't have. Yeah. But the next thing she said was very surprising because she asked me again, Shugo-san, do you mean what you just said? I think you just said you're having a lot of fun. Do you mean it? And I was like, of course I mean it. Like, why would I be here if I wasn't having so much fun? And she was actually, and we talked a little bit from there, but she was actually watering up a little bit. And she was saying that I am so glad that you say so, Shogo-san. And yeah, she told me that she always struggles a lot to try to make the lessons as fun as possible for me, for all of us, of course, but especially for me, because what should I say? She tells me that I tend to take things too seriously. You guys probably know my personality by now if you've been listening to my podcast, right? I'm the kind of person who tends to overthink. I'm a HSP, highly sensitive person. I tend to take people's words too seriously. I'm getting better at it, through all my experience of working, should I say, running a YouTube channel, receiving a lot of horrible comments and such, and getting used to kind of dodging, and blocking those kind of hates and bad comments and such. or people who are trying to hurt me. So I'm definitely getting used to it, but still, the words of the people who I really seriously care about, it still does, I do still take it very seriously. That's who I am. And of course, it has its pros and cons. But anyways, my sensei, because she knows my trait, basically, she was always really, what should I say, caring, concerned about how to make my lessons as fun as possible for me, not with try to with less stress on as much as possible, but also at the same time, of course, because I'm trying to become a professional tea ceremony what should I say, trainee, tea ceremony master, I guess, because I'm a trainee who is trying to become a master. There we go. She does need to be strict, of course, at the same time, right? So yeah, she told me she's always been struggling, and always been thinking about, or basically worried if I'm actually having fun or not. Yeah, but if I wasn't having fun, why would I be there? It's really simple, but of course, for the sensei, for the instructor being there and constantly thinking about it, it must have been something that she really struggled with, and she was watering up. And I just told her very honestly that I have tremendous amount of fun every single time I go and take the tea ceremony lessons. And also I needed to tell her that among all of the four other things that I'm training right now, the thing that grows me as a human being the most is absolutely tea ceremony. Absolutely tea ceremony. There is no doubt about that. I mean, I love training katana. I love blowing the shakuhachi. I love dancing no theater. But still, what grows me, what brushes me up as a man, as a person, as a human being, is absolutely tea ceremony. No doubt about it. And I also told her that I usually try to not talk as much as possible in the tea room during my tea ceremony trainings, but this I thought is a really important occasion for me to tell her my true feelings, which I usually don't, because over talking or talking too much isn't a really good thing to do in tea ceremony. So I try to stay quiet as much as possible usually. But anyways, on that day I told her everything that I really felt about tea ceremony training. And it was a great day for us. And it just really, if you guys remember my previous podcast where I talked about some of the things that I don't like my tea ceremony sensei saying to me or doing to me. And a lot of people were saying, why can't you just change your sensei, or why can't you tell your sensei that and stuff like that. And of course, I mean, there are things that I can't tell her. There are things that I can tell her. And of course, I'm not hoping to change my sensei at all. Absolutely not. But still, I just wanted to let you know that she is this kind of caring person. She's like a really loving mother almost. She really is a mother. She's a mother of 3 daughters, who are all grown up, are older than me. Specifically speaking, her youngest daughter is 1 or 2 years younger than me. Yeah, but that's how long she's been a mother, and she's really like a loving mother. And I just wanted to, it's my fault that I made the previous podcast talking about tea ceremonies and how strict she is and such. But I just wanted to share you an episode of her just being a very, very nice, kind, caring, almost like a mother-like person, And I just thought again that I really seriously will love to continue training under her. And mine, of course, as I continue training, like when I'm in my 60s, I'm pretty sure she's probably 40 years older than me. She won't be able to be teaching me tea ceremony anymore, and I might have a different sensei, of course, in the future, like in a few decades. But still, she will forever be my best sensei, and she will forever be the person who introduced the world of tea ceremony to me, and that will never change. And I will forever, no matter what happens from now on, I will forever respect her the most. Absolutely. So then everyone, as I always say, the ultimate goal of my life is to make all Japan lovers' dreams come true. So I know there's a lot of people studying Japanese willing to come to Japan to travel, study, or work, or even train in traditional culture and such. However, I am very afraid that Japan will not be able to make everyone's dreams come true in the future because we're facing a lot of social problems, we are losing our traditional culture, and the younger generations who are supposed to be carrying on the good things about Japan are dying because of all the social issues being shoved against them. So I really want to dedicate my life to try to make Japan a better place. I want to try to solve the social problems, I want to try to preserve and evolve traditional culture, and also help out the younger generations so you can have a better future. And to do this, the nearest goal I have right now is to achieve 2 million subscribers by January 2023 on our main channel. So your likes and comments will help to boost our videos to new viewers who have never seen our channel before. It'd be great if you can help us out. And all of the other businesses and challenges we have in mind, they are all moving and gradually moving forward. But also at the same time, it's really sad that again in the media in Japan, as I estimated in my videos, you've probably seen those videos where I talked about travel restrictions in Japan and such. As I was saying, once they open the borders a little bit, media's gonna be saying again, oh, there's more cases of COVID, and they're gonna be gradually closing it again, opening, closing, going back and forth and such. But that's what exactly is happening right now. The number of cases of COVID in Japan seems to be growing, at least that's what the media is saying. And I think there's going to be more and more people who are, what should I say, less looking forward to not looking forward to opening the borders anymore from here. So we gotta see just how the situation changes from here. I'm really hoping I'll be able to actually meet more people in the future, but I can't control the whole society, so yeah. But I'll definitely make more videos or keep you guys updated about this information as well. And yeah, thanks so much for listening to today's podcast too. I'll try to get better and recover as soon as possible myself. Thanks so much, guys.